For 30 days, myself and my friends Maggie and Isaac took part in the Whole30 diet. What the Whole30 diet is a diet reset. It's not meant to have you lose a ton of weight, but instead change the way that you look and eat food. So we can't have dairy, grains, carbs, sugar, alcohol, anything of that sort. A lot of what we can consume is simply whole foods. So if you look on the package of something and you can't recognize the name, most likely you can't have it. There are a variety of reasons why we're all doing the Whole30 diet, but for me, some of them include testing to see if I'm actually dairy intolerant because I don't know for sure. So cutting this out will be a good educational opportunity. The second, I want to see if I can transition from a college diet to an adult diet. So a lot of things I consume as a college student are fast, easy carbs that leave me full, but not that great. Lastly, I want to try to explore different culinary opportunities, trying to cook more and take more time for it because I do enjoy cooking, I just don't make it a priority. So those are my reasonings for the whole diet. This is day 1 shopping for meal prep for Whole30.
So we're at day -1 because actually day 0.
We start tomorrow.
Tomorrow's day 1.
We're doing this for multiple of reasons which we'll discuss, but this is our cart, this is what it looks like right now. This whole cart is free of sugar, of carbs, of dairy, of what else?
Everything that is good in life.
Everything that is good in life. My food haul ended up being around $67.80, which if you divide it by 28, which is the number of meals I'd be eating per these 2 weeks, it ended up being around $242 per meal, which is not bad at all. My plan for the first 2 weeks was to create a cashew chicken recipe that I found on Pinterest, looked pretty good, and the second was a just simple stir fry. And I hope to use some of the sauces and ingredients that I had to buy for the first week into the second week to be more cost efficient. Currently like 5:55 a.m. and I'm up ready to go to the gym with Maggie. My Google Home just turned on. Yeah, not a morning person. But I thought this would be a good solidarity thing to do. While I'm waiting, I'm gonna put away stuff that I can't have. I did a lot of clear out yesterday, gave a lot of food to my friends, but I can't have peanut butter, so that's gotta go. Can't have hot chocolate. I don't actually know what they say about vitamins, so I'll have to research that. Look at me, I own coconut aminos and toasted sesame oil, rice vinegar, things like that, and almond butter. So I'm actually kind of excited though today to get to cook and meal prep later on. But this has got to go hide for the next 30 days. Hi Miglet.
Hi.
Day 1, baby.
Day 1.
Whole30, baby.
6:10. Why am I awake?
I don't know. So it is meal 1 of Whole30. I'm gonna eat some strawbs, some apples, and almond butter. Maggie's over here making some eggs.
We can have eggs, BB.
Yeah, baby. I'm feeling awake now, but I know that halfway through the day that's gonna go away. So, nice.
I don't know how to crack an egg.
What? There you go.
Well.
I don't want to complain a lot throughout this video because this was self-inflicted. And so I'm gonna try really, really hard not to be a pessimist about all of this, even though that's typically my nature. But we can do this. It's fine. It'll be good for us. I'm actually not mad about how that looks. I thought it was gonna be all oily and disgusting at the top, but it's not. Just gonna try a little bit. It's very thick. I mean, it tastes like almonds. Not bad though. Pretty
so
good.
We get to decide whether or not that's a good thing?
Yeah. Right, so my first recipe that I'm making for meal prep is cashew chicken, and it's going relatively well. I got some chicken, some broccoli, I put some carrots in. The vegetables is not a part of this, but I thought it'd be good to have some of that in there as well. The sauce is just thickening up. I'm hoping that it'll be enough. I might have to make more. And then I top it with cashews. So I actually think that this might be pretty tasty. I'm gonna test this. It looks like it's thickening up. It's actually really good. I'm really pleased with that. It actually is, I might add a little more orange juice, I think, but yeah, definitely not enough though for full meal. So what I'm doing right now is making some cauliflower rice. I'm gonna throw them in throw a little bit of that into all of these, so hopefully that will help it become more of an actual meal. All right, buddy, how was day one?
So it wasn't that bad. Exercise isn't part of this diet, but we did it anyway, so I think that was where most of my fatigue was coming from, because we got up early and worked out. But the food was really good, actually. Like, it was good because it tasted healthy, but this is my theory, is that today our bodies are like, oh cool, like we're trying some new food, we're gonna introduce some new stuff in, because like I ate asparagus today. You know how often I've cooked asparagus for myself? 0 times, okay? So our bodies are like, ah, this is cool. And then tomorrow they're gonna be like, we haven't had french fries or ice cream in a couple of days, so what's with that? And then Wednesday they're gonna be like, oh, you weren't joking. Okay, well neither am I. And then they're gonna freaking flip out.
Yeah, I'm really tired. I have a headache. I don't know if that's from, like, I don't know, cravings already, which is like terrible if it is, because oh my gosh, it's been literally 24 hours. But I think it's mainly because we woke up early. But yeah, I can't get rid of this headache, so I'm gonna go to bed. But day one finished. Today I didn't eat breakfast because I slept in this morning. I woke up with a pretty bad headache, and I went to bed last night with a pretty bad headache, which I've been told is pretty normal. And Maggie and Isaac also had that, so I'm hoping that that improves. This weekend I'm going to a conference, so I'm really a bit apprehensive about that, since they will be providing the food options for us, but I'm just gonna mark down that I'm dairy-free and gluten-free, and hopefully that will help. So, all right. Okay, I just whipped up some banana pancakes. They have banana and egg, and that's it. The texture is definitely kind of like a pancake, but it's not a pancake. It still tastes good, but it's just banana and egg. So, we are on the 3rd week of Whole30. I apologize for not filming more the 2nd week. It was basically the same as the first, except for the fact that I slipped up and ate some fruit strips that had added sugar when I didn't think that they did. So that was a big oops. Today, I'm going to be making Italian meatballs with no sauce and some potatoes that I'm going to bake in the oven with some seasonings, and that should be nice. I think it's been interesting cooking because a lot of this is just like making stuff up as I go, but it's also been kind of fun to experiment in the kitchen. Now I'm gonna get started on these potatoes. I'm just gonna chop them up, toss them with some garlic salt and some sesame oil, and put them in the oven to bake. So hopefully that will be good. I'm actually really excited about this meal, and it turned out pretty well. I actually already have some leftover potatoes too that I can use when I make Brenner for a bunch of my meals this week. Yeah, it's good to have meals that I'm actually excited to eat. I was getting kind of sick of last week's meals, so very excited about this, and I'm glad that that's done. So we are on the last 9 days of the Whole30 challenge. Honestly, this past week has been the hardest just because the cravings have set in, which is kind of weird. Considering the first couple of weeks weren't that bad, but I just want everything fried. I want ice cream and cake and cookies and sugar. Well, yeah, we're on the last 9 days, which is crazy, but I'm kind of excited for this experiment to be done. I am back home for the holidays, which means that Whole30 is over tonight. I am so excited. I apologize because I was not vlogging very much in these last couple of weeks. They were just super hectic, super crazy. Really excited that this is over, not gonna lie. Not necessarily even to like binge on junk food, but just to get back into the normalcy of like being able to have low carb bread or being able to eat like processed meat and things like that. Whole30 is officially over, and so I'm going to celebrate in the worst way possible, and what you're not supposed to do before re-entering foods into your diet. I'm gonna eat some pizza. I have no more cares left to give at this point, but don't follow my advice, kids, don't do this. Hello. I come to you from a ridiculous angle in a very messy bedroom to give you my final thoughts on Whole30. So, after 30 days of not eating anything but unprocessed meat, fruit, and vegetables, I feel pretty good. Overall, this experience was really good for me because it did achieve a couple of my goals. One was to reframe how I look at food And so I'm going to be more observant in what goes into the things that I put into my body. The second thing is that I found out that, yeah, I'm definitely lactose intolerant just because I felt so good when I wasn't eating any dairy. We didn't take before and after pictures, and we also didn't weigh ourselves because we didn't have a scale on campus, but it would have been interesting to have those numbers for you guys, so I apologize if that's something that you wanted to see. However, I do know that I definitely lost some weight in my face and definitely around my stomach because my pants now are very loose, and so I need to either invest in some good belts or get new pairs of pants, which is great. Now, I also was combining this with going to the gym every day, and I do recommend that because you have all of this energy and you might as well get it out in some capacity or another. I also found that it's not hard for me to give up alcohol, which I kind of knew going in, but I had no problem sticking to that. I wasn't even really tempted, and honestly, I found out that a lot of the reason why I drink is for more of a community sense than the actual drinking of alcohol. If you guys have any questions about the diet, if you want to know any of the small ways that we were able to make it more enjoyable for ourselves, any meal ideas, please ask your questions in the comments below and we will be happy to answer them. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for going along on this journey with me and seeing what can happen when you give up things like sugar and dairy for 30 days. And I will see you guys later. Bye.